And just to start, if you could just explain what's going on here today.
Sure. This is the Wausau PD Community Thank You event. We have a tremendously supportive community here in Wausau, supportive of law enforcement, and we've seen that in a lot of ways over the last several years for sure. So this is our way of just acknowledging our community, letting them know that they're important to us, and we really value that support. And so we've got a lot of different things going on. We have brats and hot dogs donated by County Market. We're grilling those up. We've got, a bunch of us at the police department made some desserts. We have some homemade dessert. Some of them are store-bought. We want to make sure we had enough. So we've got, what else do we have? Wausau Emergency Police and the Explorer Post. A bunch of our volunteer organizations are over here. We've got, just showed up is our armored vehicle from our SWAT team. We have some police cars in the background over here, our humane officers here, our evidence response vehicle that our detectives use on a regular basis. We have the detective working with ICAC, which is the Internet Crimes Against Children group in the state of Wisconsin. So they're here giving advice to parents and to kids on how to be safe online. Of course, we've got the food, and we also have the inaugural event for the Be Amazing group, which is an organization that came out of the March 22nd tragedy. Some school kids, detective violence children, and some school teachers that really got this group together and are encouraging people in our community to be amazing and do amazing things for others.
And was most everything donated for this event, or was there any cost for anything?
Yeah, there was some cost to it. Like I said, County Market donated the meat. Quick Trip donated the Glazers for our Gobbling Glazers contest, which is kind of fun, poking some fun at cops and donuts. And then the remainder of the food and water and those types of things was funded through the Wausau Police Benefit Association.
And does this cost anything for people coming to the event today?
No, it's a free event. Hey guys, how we doing? Say hi on the camera. Hi.
And you kind of already mentioned it, but with everything that happened in the March 22nd, does this event take on a little more meaning this year?
Yeah, absolutely. This event was created to acknowledge the support of our community. Last year was the first event that we held, and really it was an offshoot of the incidents that occurred in Dallas and Baton Rouge, where police officers were killed. And in the wake of those tragedies, which weren't local, they were in the southern part of our country. But we received a lot of thank yous from our community and letters of support, words of support, food. We received so many acknowledgments of support from our community. We thought, it's important for us to acknowledge to our community that we appreciate that support, because that support doesn't exist everywhere in our country. This is a rare community where there's a lot of loving people that are very giving people and very supportive of law enforcement. And it makes it a lot easier for us to do our job and come to work every day when we know that our community is here to support us.
And is this something that you see the department doing for many years in the future now? Does this become an annual event?
It is our goal to make this an annual event. It does a number of things. Certainly it is an acknowledgement and thanks for our community for being here and being supportive. But it's also an opportunity for us to engage our community. So it's an opportunity for us to bring out things like our armored vehicle, which sometimes is a little controversial. But it's important for us to bring it out here to show people this is what the armored vehicle is, to have some of our SWAT guys here, let people go through it, and let people ask questions about it. Why do you use it? When do you use it? So it's also an educational thing for our community. Little kids love going through our cop cars, so we've got those here. And it's just an opportunity for us to engage and do some community policing. And at the core of that is community trust and making sure that our community is trusting of us. Because if our community doesn't trust us, we can't do it.
And you mentioned that this is supposed to be a thank you to the community, but what kind of feedback do you get from the community for the event like this?
Yeah, well, we've already seen quite a bit of it on our Facebook page. We created an event on our Facebook page, and the words are coming in from people, thanking us for what we do and coming to work every single day. And, there's people out here that are just thankful for us and giving us hugs and letting us give high fives to their kids and helping us bridge that relationship with even the young kids. So the people out here are awesome. Our city's awesome. Our community, even the Wausau metro area, is just very supportive of law enforcement, and we couldn't choose a better place to live.
And what does it mean to you when people come up and will thank you for your service and things like that?
Yeah, it chokes me up. it chokes me up. It's so impactful for me. You know, people get into law enforcement because we want to make our community a better place. We want to be here and support our community when we experience really difficult things, like we did on March 22nd. The best part about being a police officer is having an opportunity every single day to make a positive impact on somebody's life. So when people acknowledge that we're doing that, it means everything, because that's why we do this.